between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Cousins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school. Ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard. Knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Zappi. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
On second down, Zappe to throw it. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Zappe. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 4th down.
Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt.
And how about this, a fake? And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only did they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. No matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shake it up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Lucky 50.
They go play action. Cousins. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Oliver. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Play fake. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. On play action, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And the drive starts with a carry by Steve.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Bryce Baringer now. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still fourth down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, another fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, but I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their...
Get in 6. Throwing. Kaza. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. In motion right goes Smith-Schuster. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They send Parker in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Cousins. And it's intercepted.
And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Zappe to throw.
His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Zappe fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Zappe looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Anfernee Jennings coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Let's go, fellas.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings got a solid performance in that first half from their veteran signal caller, Kirk Cousins. He's got 2 touchdown passes already, but he's also thrown 2 interceptions, so it was feast or famine whenever his guys had the football. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still third down. Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Near his own goal line, here's Zappi. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Play action now. Cousins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletion. To throw, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is 2nd and 8. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Zappi working from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Cousins now on second down. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing is Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Joseph now to have the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Cousins now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests.